The countdown to launch creeps closer, and there's still plenty for self-taught rocket scientist Mad Mike Hughes to do. Last-second modifications to his vessel. Pick up his flight suit. Leave enough food for his 4 cats, just in case anything happens. Hughes is a 61-year-old limo driver who spent the last few years building a steam-powered rocket out of salvage parts in his garage. His project has cost him $20,000, which includes Rust-Oleum paint to fancy it up, and a motorhome he bought on Craigslist that he converted into a ramp. His first test of the rocket will also be the launch date, Saturday, when he straps into his homemade contraption and attempts to hurtle over the ghost town of Amboy, California. He will travel about a mile at a speed of roughly 500 miles per hour. "If you're not scared to death, you're an idiot," Hughes said. "It's scary as hell, but none of us are getting out of this world alive. I'd like to do extraordinary things that no one else can do, and no one in the history of mankind has designed, built and launched himself in his own rocket. I'm a walking reality show." The daredevil limo driver has been called a little bit of everything over his career: eccentric, quirky, foolhardy. Doesn't bother him. He believes what he believes, including that the Earth is flat. He knows this thought is a conundrum, given that he's about to launch himself into the atmosphere. Down the road, he's intending to build a rocket that takes him to space so he can snap a picture and see with his own eyes. "I don't believe in science," said Hughes, whose main sponsor for the rocket is Research Flat Earth. "I know about aerodynamics and fluid dynamics and how things move through the air, about the certain size of rocket nozzles and thrust. But that's not science, that's just a formula. There's no difference between science and science fiction." This will actually be the second time he's constructed and launched a rocket. He jumped on a private property in Winkleman, Arizona, on January 30, 2014 and traveled 1,374 feet. He collapsed after that landing, the G-forces taking a toll, and needed 3 days to recover. That distance, though, would have been enough to clear the Snake River Canyon, which is a jump daredevil Evel Knievel made famous when he failed to clear it during his attempt in 1974. Stuntman Eddie Braun did successfully zoom over the canyon using Knievel's original blueprints in September 2016. "Just don't mention Knievel around Hughes. He's not a fan. He was an average stunt guy," said Hughes.